everyone, we're back for more Geeks Like Us, week number 10. We're going to talk about a little comic from DDP. That's drafted. Not Diamond Dallas Page, that's Devil's Due Productions.
Yep.
Called Drafted,
number 8. Start of a new storyline, correct?
I don't know if it was the start of a new storyline or not. I thought it was when we ordered it. I don't know if it was a new storyline, but
it's a very bad jumping on point.
Well, they give you a story of what's happened to this point, and which is good because any comic that if you're just starting out, whether it's a new starting point or not, I like the fact they give you backstory so you know what's going on. Recap is always a plus. That's a great thing about this comic. Recap.
After that,
that's about it.
See, you liked it.
I liked it. I thought it was very intriguing.
But you also think you're funny.
I am funny.
Looking.
And if you think... if you think I'm funny, leave a comment.
No.
If you don't think I'm funny,
yes,
leave a tiny comment.
Yes, because then it's
Drafted was your it's sci-fi comic. It wasn't the greatest writing. The art was fairly decent in it, but something we talked about beforehand. There is no reason to just blatantly drop the F-bomb.
Well,
other page.
Fudge. Why not?
Well, they didn't use fudge.
Farfignet.
I've seen rated R movies, PG-13. There's language.
You've seen rated R movies?
Believe it or not, I
out of the house to see them.
Yes, I know, it's amazing. No, it's one of those. It's one of those things where it's like foul language doesn't offend me if people use it. Hey, it just makes you look ignorant. Whatever.
If it's just
but
if it's
I don't
part of a
mind
character,
it.
if it's something that's supposed to be in there. This was very. Oh man, what the. We're gonna do.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like
this.
I need to say something. I need to make it sound strong. What can we put in there? Well, the F word is universal.
Oh,
okay. Let's put the F word in there because you need to. I'm used to reading sci-fi and fantasy novels that are very well written. This was not well written. I hated it. It could be a great TV show.
Yeah, I didn't think it was poorly written, and I think it would serve as a good TV show on the Sci-Fi Channel or
whatever.
Sci-Fi Saturday Night movie, whatever.
As a comic, I just don't care. I don't care about any of the characters.
Looking at the cover, it grabbed my attention initially, but then as I was sitting there and I got to it in the stack of comics we had to read, and I was just like, I just don't have good feelings about this. And I opened it up. I can't say my feelings were confirmed. It's just, it's not.
I'll say it. They were confirmed.
It's not your standard typical superhero
no,
story.
It's not. Which, that I liked. I liked a freshness of, it's not a superhero story, it's a definite sci-fi comic book. And I liked that aspect of it. But it just, the story was not there for me.
If there was one thing that I didn't care for, it was that there was too many characters to deal with that I wasn't familiar with. They did have a page in the front that gave you pictures of everybody and who they were and their backstory. But I mean, it was hard to really get. Yeah.
One of the characters that I'm assuming was a main character died, and I
don't know if she's dead.
Well,
nobody dies.
It looked like she could have died, and everybody's like, "Oh, tragic! She possibly died."
Yeah, her ship was shot down.
Didn't care,
and we don't know what happens. It went down in a trail of smoke.
If she's dead, so what?
Maybe she's just horribly mangled.
Even then, so what? None of the characters spoke to me like other comic characters do. They just, it just wasn't...
Kids, if comic characters are speaking to you, don't listen to them because if they tell you bad things to do, you will be held responsible, not the comic characters.
Anyway, in the writing, in their character story, usually you get something out of it. With these characters, I didn't care about any of them.
Maybe if you'd been on since issue 1, maybe you might have a vested interest in these characters. Normally we don't review things that aren't issue 1 or at least the start of a new storyline or whatever. Maybe that's the problem.
Here's a challenge for comments. I am a very stubborn person.
Oh my god.
He knows. These two know for sure. You might have figured it out by now. If you haven't, here's your challenge. Leave comments to convince me to read 1 through 7. Make me give it a second chance.
Actually, I think there's a 0 issue, so
is
0
okay,
through 7.
So 0 through 7. If there is a 0, convince me that this is worth reading.
There's your challenge.
Good luck.
Use your voice.
You're going to need it.
No. Well, yes, use your voice. Send us video comments through
Actually,
YouTube.
yes, that'd be fantastic. I would love that.
Use your voice, or use your fingers and type it out, like me, just 2, or all of them, whatever your preference is.
Leave comments on YouTube, the Paradise Hobbies MySpace, my MySpace. I don't care. Leave comments, because I really want to see if you can convince me to turn this around.
Leave comments, leave constructive. If you have criticism, something like that. The one thing I am going to say, leave constructive criticism. Don't be childish and just go on there and
be like,
see a video for a comic you don't like and just throw on a bunch of obscenities and stuff.
Yeah,
we don't have time for that. It makes you look childish. Everybody sees it and goes, this person's childish. That stuff, don't waste our time. Constructive criticism, even if there's something you hate that we're doing, tell us.
Be like, hey, try this, or don't be so
an adult about it.
Except for Coney Waves. That was very.
Oh no! If you want real homework, convince them how to
Coney
Waves is good.
Yeah.
Mark Polton, that's your homework.
Yes, convince me that you're a talented writer. Not gonna happen.
We're gonna get an anthrax letter in the mail or something.
It's fine.
Not okay.
You your shop.
Yeah, I'm like, I've given out my address. I'll give out your address at the end of this.
I'll tell you what's gonna happen. We're gonna come here one day. Mike's gonna be dead, and we're not gonna have a single comic shop in town.
Yeah, no, that'll be horrible. Oh, God, he did it again. That's awesome.
Okay, I'll wear gloves the entire time I'm here in a
back to Drafted. Any final comments? I thought it was
meh.
I liked it. Will I continue? Tune in and find out. I don't even know.
Dun, dun, dun.
And everybody knows that his opinion doesn't matter.
My opinion's awesome.
It's
awesome! Awesome!
Stop it.
Okay.
I'll hurt you.
You should tell. Yeah, this is... We're here way late this evening filming these, and I'm a little slap happy.
We're running about 10:24.
All right. Anyway, visit us on MySpace. Visit us on MySpace, YouTube, ParadiseHobbies.com.
We have to work early
in the shop.
Hey, the wrap-up's my job.
Then do it.
Visit us at YouTube and what he said.
Exactly.
And we'll be back later with our next review.
Remember,
see you then.
Important noise to
It'll be better, I think. Hopefully. Maybe. It probably won't.
Done.